Okay, I've got a Mindy lock round key here today. Try and get this open on camera. I have it set up so that when I turn the core, shackle will drop. This is key retaining, so it's locked here. Let's see. I'm just gonna start picking. If I get this on this take, I'll come back and kind of talk through what's up with this lock and my tools and stuff. But for now, I'm gonna try and just get it. It's not too hard of a pick, but I have to reset quick. It gets all stuck up. So I'm starting with kind of moderate tension, going for the bottom disc, gonna work my way up. Looking to work that disc into the channel, so I'll get a click and some core rotation. That bottom disc feels good. Oh, I just dropped it there. Tension. It's good. The bottom disc still feels pretty springy when it's set because big spring in the center that is pushing up. Go for the second disc. This one has a long way to go. The bidding on this puts the second disc way low. Solid on one side, loose on the other. I felt set on one, and I felt okay. Top disc, and there's the open. There it is. So I'll show you inside here. Kind of talk through this works because it is kind of a unique lock. So you see that square at the bottom there. That's what you tension off of. That's what this tip of the key is. Fits into that square slot. So when it's horizontal like that, on position, on meaning unlocked, and then vertical is when it's locked. So let me close the shackle here and I'll relock it. See, that's horizontal open. Come on. Tension, first tension, whatever. There it is. Now it's locked again. Okay. So yeah, this is kind of a funky little lock. Kind of a fun little exercise. Break from the pin tumbler life. So you can get these cheap online. I think these are Chinese. I don't think they're particularly high security. Just kind of a unique locking mechanism. This is like a cast metal body. It's kind of funny that it's shrouded at all because it's probably easier to cut than the shackle itself. Yeah, it's got some funny text on here. Is in fashion the world. They all generally say Zcon, which I guess stands for Zcon suction. Anyway, the main thing that's interesting is the locking mechanism, which is called a pagoda lock. So it's got three discs in there, and they all get pushed down away from the entrance of the keyway at different depths. So one thing that took me a while to figure out was just how deep, or I guess how to read the bidding on the key. So this here is the depth of disc 1. So this outer bit, that's actually what key retains it. It gets trapped under this outer, kind of the entrance of the keyway. So that top wing or arm or whatever goes under there, and so you can't pull the key out when it's unlocked. The one under it is actually the bidding for the first disc, and then the next tier on the pagoda is the second disc. This is where I was saying disc 2 is really deep. So disc 1 just needs a nudge, disc 2 needs a whole bunch, and then disc 3 just needs a nudge. Another thing that really helped was in Noob's video, he suggests going from bottom to top. That helps a lot because you're getting in the right channel guaranteed, basically. So, and then yeah, watching Block Noob cut the core just to see what the inside looks like kind of helped a lot too. I also followed Red Wanderer's advice, and when I was first learning this, I used a headlamp to see into it just to see the discs. They kind of wobble. When you push one side, it'll go down a little bit, and if you try to push the other side, sometimes the first side will pop back up. So you kind of do one side, then another, down, especially for disc 2, which had a long way to go. That helped a lot to keep it from popping back up. Um, yeah, I think that's probably about all I want to say. I'll talk through tools a little bit. I made this tensioner. It's just a hastily bent windshield wiper insert. Main thing that I did was on the tension, the business end, I bent it at 90 degrees and I took a Dremel and cut it, trying to approximate the size of the tip here. So that the windshield wiper insert itself was pretty close on width, but the issue was depth. So I tried to get this angled portion to fill up a bunch of that square hole that you saw on camera there. So that's what I tensioned with. Really lots of things work. I see people use like the multi-lock dimple tension wrenches, or even just like if you use a windshield wiper insert that's maybe a little thicker, that seems to work well. In terms of picks, I used a couple of deep hooks. This is a deep round extra shank from Moki, the deep flat from Jimmy Long's, just to kind of get the edge of those discs, especially this one for 1, I like the flat edge to kind of poke at. This one for 3, where I'm kind of going under 2 discs, I can kind of hook under and then push around. And then for 2 in particular, I really liked this. This is just a Sparrow's hook that I broke when I first started lockpicking. Um, yeah, I kind of like hitting the edges of 2. It sits flush under 1, so there's like a very narrow gap that I was trying to hit as 2 was inside of 1. So since I couldn't really get a hook under 1, I could kind of use the corner of this guy. I see people use like diamonds or Moki A cabs. Really, I think I even saw somebody pick it with a screwdriver. It's not terribly difficult once you understand what you're doing. Anyway, that's all I want to share on that one. Thank you for watching.